It all started when I received a letter from my HOA demanding that I move my boat from the driveway. The boat had been parked there for a while, and I had never received any complaints about it before. The letter was curt, formal, and carried a sense of urgency. It stated that I had violated the HOA's rules regarding the storage of vehicles, particularly boats, and I had a week to remove it or face a fine. At first, I was taken aback. I'd lived in the community for years without ever encountering such an issue. Why now? I decided not to rush into action, but instead carefully read through the HOA's rules to ensure that they had a valid reason for their demand. The regulations were fairly straightforward, and nothing in them explicitly prohibited keeping my boat in my driveway. There were clauses about aesthetics, keeping the neighborhood tidy, and maintaining property values, but my boat was neatly covered and didn't obstruct anyone's view or access. After reading through everything, I was confident that I wasn't in violation of any rules. The next step was to take a look at my deed, which I had never needed to reference before. To my surprise, the deed to my property contained a clause that allowed me the right to park vehicles, including boats, in my own driveway. This gave me a legal edge. Armed with the deed, I went to the next HOA meeting. I was calm, composed, and ready to stand my ground. As the meeting progressed, I waited for my turn and then presented the deed, showing that I was well within my rights to park my boat in my driveway. The room went quiet. The board members, who had been quite adamant about the issue before, now seemed uncertain. I pointed out that the boat was well maintained, covered, and not causing any harm to the neighborhood. I asked them to reconsider their position, considering the legal aspect of my property rights. After a brief discussion among themselves, the board members agreed to rescind the demand. I didn't have to move my boat, and the HOA even apologized for their overreach. It felt like a small victory, but it was a victory nonetheless. I had stood up for myself, used my knowledge, and ended up winning the battle.